Drive safe.
Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Is this my way out? That can't be right. Oh no, wait. Wait, that looks good to me. I think we can get around this way. Today, we're in Wyoming, and we're going to be traveling north up to Montana, Helena, Montana, in just a second. But we need to first pick up our... Yeah, let's go. First pick up our cargo, which I believe is about 30,000 pounds worth of just empty pallets. There we go. Away we go. Yes, today a few things I want to talk about. Like, one of the obvious things I ought to really talk about, because it's huge news, is the Elon Musk takeover of Twitter.com, which has been just absolutely freaking ludicrous. But I don't necessarily know if I want to talk about that much at all.
Go straight on.
Yeah, just waiting to go straight on. I'd love to try and get into that lane there on the left. Sorry, the right. What am I talking about? We'll get our cargo picked up anyway, and then there's a... Oh god, come on. I really need to get over.
Keep right and then turn.
Yeah, I understand. I'm desperately trying to do that. After this car?
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. In we go. I believe it is a... What is it?
Have arrived at your destination.
Yes, it's a
Route
Walmart.
guidance is now finished.
Route guidance to this point is now finished. Freight market. We already selected the job, so it's this one. The Riverton to Helena empty pallets. We're going to try and
Let's
finish
do
it
this.
all in this video. I didn't pick it for distance, I picked it for... Where is the thing? It's that one, okay. Quite a tight yard this is. There we go, nice, easy does it. See, over there, there's a Walmart logo I recognize. I don't really recognize these ones. Quite different. Walmart, not a company that we have in the UK, but we do have Asda, who I believe were purchased by Walmart. So essentially Asda is the UK's Walmart, though they weren't always owned by Walmart. This happened a few years back. Right. Hopefully no crashes today. We still have... I talked about this in the Euro Truck Simulator 2 video. What I feel was the reason for the crashes was... I am speeding, so let's just cruise along at this speed. What I feel was the reason for the crashes is the real traffic density mod, in conjunction with some other stuff like the Jersey Cat traffic packs. It just creates more and more traffic in the world, and therefore
Straight on.
takes it more and more memory over time, and ultimately results in those crashes. There we go. So I haven't... While I've been able to change out the traffic density mod on the Euro Truck Simulator 2 side, I haven't yet been able to do that on the American Truck Simulator side. So if we experience a crash, what we'll probably have to do is just remove the mod entirely and go back to having really quite empty streets.
Go straight on.
Which yeah, I don't really want to do that. I like the density at this level, but there's a reason that SCS don't have that option by default, and it's because it's one of the biggest. Oh, you're braking, so I still got cruise control on it. So yeah, I do.
Keep left.
Do I surely go into the middle here, don't I? Yeah.
Turn left.
Looks... Ooh, no, it doesn't look clear. No lights, though. Are you just waiting there? You seem to be. There we go. All the way along, and away we go. So yeah, the Twitter takeover. Elon Musk. What an absolute shit show. Like,
Go straight on.
it is crazy. What's he done? He's taken over. Yeah, one of the first things, one of the major things that he's decided is going to happen, and I don't know if this has happened already at this point. It may have. But he's decided that Twitter should charge $8 for the verification badge, which, okay, that's certainly something. We'll get on to why that's ridiculous for other reasons in a second, but one of the things that... Hang on, can I... Yes, there we go. What time of night is it, by the way? It's 9:45 p.m. I'm not going to stop at the viewpoint because it's the middle of the night and I don't think we'll be able to see much. Yeah, I think the idea is that anyone can now pay $8 a month for Twitter Blue and get a Twitter verification badge. So it's no longer a verification badge. It is a mark of payment. I think that's the idea. And that is ridiculous. There's like a very good reason that the verification badge exists, which we'll talk about. But clearly in the minds of a lot of people, it's a status symbol, and it means that person is worthy of more attention or more respect, and that's not the case. Like, yes, they get doled out to celebrities and public figures, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that beyond just marking status, beyond just like saying, oh, this person is important. And I mean, in a way, it does say this person is important. They're important enough to have this badge, which prevents impersonation. That's the whole point. That's the idea. I can't remember what the name of the bloke was, but he was I think he was a former EastEnders actor. Was it? He might have been EastEnders. It might have been Emmerdale or something else. But he's an actor, I suppose, semi-famous British actor. I didn't know his name, but I saw his tweet about this. And he was talking about how
Go straight on.
before verification badges existed, he received some... received a disturbing message from from fans, yeah? Or from parents of fans, people whose kids looked up to him, right? And apparently what had happened in this guy's case was these young kids had been communicating online on Twitter or some other social platform with him, or with someone pretending to be him, and those people were leading these kids on, grooming these kids, and apparently one kid did go missing. And so he makes this extraordinary case for... I did not. He makes this extraordinary case for the usefulness of verification badges. So that if you're talking to this, let's say he was an EastEnders actor, this EastEnders actor, and he's got the verification badge, you know it's him. Now, he doesn't use social media very much in the first place, which only made it easier for people to impersonate him, particularly as the badge didn't exist. And the reason he now has an account on Twitter, which he says he doesn't use very much, is so that he has an official presence, and therefore if someone's interacting with a fake of him, they can verify that that's not the real dude. This is the real dude because he's got the verification badge. And by opening that up to everybody, just with a paywall and sort of removing the verification process and just charging $8 and you get this mark of payment, you remove that vital protection, which opens the system back up to that sort of exploitation, which endangers kids, among other problems as well. So that's one of the first things Elon Musk has decided to do, and seems not to have understood. One of his first tweets when his first tweet when he took over was the message was just walking into Twitter HQ, let that sink in, and it's a picture of him carrying a bathroom sink, which is a visual pun, a visual gag, and you know that's fine. One of his earlier tweets after taking over was also, comedy is now legal on Twitter, which it always has been. You've always been able to make jokes. The result of that tweet, of Elon Musk's takeover, and the comedy is now legal on Twitter tweet, is that so much more racist abuse has been happening in the short term, racist and sexist, and just people being awful to others because they think that's comedy. They think that's funny. They get a kick out of, they get a laugh out of just harassing other people. Which again is awful. And this got backpedaled. Elon Musk then clarified the
Go straight on.
Twitter's terms have not changed because advertisers started to become cautious of the platform, as you would. And so suddenly it's like, well, what's more important to Musk then? Is it this version of free speech that enables all of this
Go straight on.
awful stuff, or is it his advertising revenue? And clearly it's the latter. I think that's all it is, because I think Musk isn't stupid. He knows that these ideas don't make sense, right? He has to. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. But I feel like he must know that these are ridiculous.
Go straight on.
And I don't know that he has a long-term plan for his tenure as CEO at Twitter. It seems like, well, he's made a $44 billion investment, and he's just trying to very quickly recoup his losses by introducing very, very, very quickly this $8 a month set of features and really hype up the Twitter Blue paid for model. One of the things apparently he'd considered, although I think this was just a sort of a throwaway tweet, was putting the entirety of Twitter behind a paywall, which of course would just drive tons of people away, and suddenly Twitter isn't in any way a free speech platform. It is a paid for speech platform, and only people who pay can communicate. It's just ridiculous, because his methods obviously aren't congruent with his messaging. But I think he just wants to do a very quick revenue pump, and then I don't know what. Does he intend to sell, get out, or what? He wants a very short-term recoup of his losses or whatever. But he just seems to have no idea what to do with the platform in any kind of sensible way. It's really just been hilarious is one thing it's been, but also just wild to observe. I'm going so fast, aren't I? What I really need to do is like more easy on the braking, like that, and 7 over right now. Hear a train. Oh, another thing I removed. Oh no, sorry, I didn't remove. Yeah, I mentioned this in the ETS video as well. I over there switched out one traffic density mod for another. Haven't done that here, so we're still using the same traffic density mod that I think is the source of our problems. But I did remove some sound mods, so I don't know if it sounds a bit different. I did leave in a sound fixes pack, which is sort of the baseline of the sound mods anyway. But then a lot of the other sound mods were just kind of redundant because the sound fixes pack does a lot of the same things. So I thought that might help a little bit as well, just to remove those. And, oh god, I wish we could see it, but right now we can't. Maybe we can just a little bit. I don't know if it looks a little bit frosty or not. Hopefully this episode we see some daylight at some point, because I've swapped out the seasons mod again. We're now oh, do I have to go over here? Where, here? Yep. So now, rather than being in the early autumn, we are... Thank you for your cooperation. Have a safe journey. Brilliant. Rather than being in the early autumn, we're in the late autumn / early winter phase. Forget the indicating. I've indicated way too late.
Keep right, and then
Have I left this window open, by the way? I have.
go straight on.
Yeah, it's definitely going to sound very different if I've got that open. That's nicer. That's quieter. No wonder it was so loud. It's very, yeah, it's very different playing without music on. I'll say that. Although I've done one video like that so far. It was the previous ATS. And this is the second. I've gotten a little bit more used to it. What I need to do is reactivate menu music if I'm sticking with this plan. Actually, no, here's the thing. Well, no, yeah, no, I probably will do that. Reactivate the menu music. The reason it was off is because I was using other music instead. But if the plan is to no longer do that, then we could do with some noise back in the menus. However,
Right.
I am thinking not about cancelling this series, the Truck Simulator series. Ooh, Ferris wheel. Nobody coming. That's good. But sort of phasing out the weekly schedule of Truck Simulator content. What I want to do instead is bring it back for like longer special episodes. We'll still play the game around Christmas time, and see the late winter or frosty winter mod that adds some additional challenge and slipperiness to the roads. I think that'll be good for a sort of special episode. But I want to open up the slot to play other games. Games that have endings to aim for, maybe. I say that, and one of the main things I'm considering is, or like a management sim, like City Skylines or Planet Coaster or something like that. That's what I'm considering taking over in the Wednesday slot. I'm going way too fast again, aren't I? I am, through Laurel, which is a big industrial town apparently. Ooh, okay. Let's keep it down at 35.
Keep right and then turn right.
Yep. I'm on it.
Turn right.
That is my intention. Yeah, we almost got caught doing ludicrous speed there. Still need to get out of the cabin here. I might, rather than what I would typically think to do, which is what is it now? Hire more drivers and get them working as well, so we have some passive income coming in. I might instead look at other trucks, or look at upgrading this one, because at the moment we've got this short cabin, and I think we could upgrade it to a larger cabin if we wanted to. Possibly make more room for bits and bobs, accessories, which we haven't even kitted out the cabin with yet. Seriously need to get on that. So maybe when either of ETS2 or ATS comes back at Christmas, well, if it's ATS, hopefully we'll have a better cabin and stuff. Because I don't really need the drivers. It's more about the truck I'm driving, and it's more about the journey I'm taking. That's what these videos are about. It's not about the business also being run. Right now, the business in Euro Truck Simulator 2 is crashing and burning. There've been so many just I had a very expensive mistake in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Very expensive crash, which I don't think was my fault. I also never looked at fixing it, so it's something I have to be conscious of if I'm ever driving that road again. I don't think I swapped anything out there. But no, I want to play other games, because I started with truck simulators, and I've been playing them for many months now. And I think the appeal is starting to wear off. This particular, the games that I get into every couple of years or something like that, and I want to play again. I just think we should just treat them more like event videos. Kind of like how Nerdcubed does it. He plays Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator as well, on occasion. But when he does it, he does massive road trips. He like streams a massive road trip or something, or does a many hours long video, rather than what I do, which is I break up my relatively short journeys into several parts. What I think, I want to do is create longer videos for it, where we are going on longer journeys, and not break up the videos. We could have the entire journey. Do I think I could keep on talking for, I don't know, 3 to 6 hours? That would be a lot, wouldn't it? I could, if I'm, ooh, am I? Interesting. I've just passed a fuel station as well. That's awkward. Maybe I should manage my fuel economy. Will cruise control do that for me? Probably not too well, I don't think. Yeah, I checked before setting off whether I needed to sleep or not, and I was like, no, I think we're good for sleep. We'll probably get this whole journey done without sleep. I didn't think to check my fuel. I think that's just because sleep is more typically the problem in this game than the fuel is. You more frequently need to rest than you do need to fill up. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's the problem really with the truck simulators on a weekly schedule, is I have to think of something to, every time I sit down, talk about, because we've covered this. Like, it's just, if we're driving through the night like this, it's rather dull. There's not much to see. We saw a Ferris wheel. That was great. But there's not much to say and talk about in terms of like what's going on. Whereas in other games like Cataclysm, I'm constantly talking about the decisions and actions that I need to make. The truck simulator games are a bit more like hands-off. Although I did watch a video recently that's a very good idea. And something I would like to try. This person was recommending a no GPS, no in-game map playing of the game. And someone on the SCS forums has apparently created 2 like real road maps, printable road maps for American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, so that you can play it as though you were, you know, driving around in the 80s before GPS was even a thing, and actually having to consult a physical road map. I'd love to play it like that, and then that would give me more to actually talk about, like, oh, here's the signs, there's a sign saying, oh, we're off onto the 30 something. God. Of course, you need to be able to see the signs. 7th Avenue? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God, why aren't you going faster? Hey, welcome to Montana. That's fantastic. Ooh, services. We need fuel. Exit 306.
I'll find a new route.
Because the roads are all, they're all marked, and it is navigable. Ooh.
Straight on.
It is plannable and navigatable using the in-world information, leaving the sat-nav aside. You can plan a journey using a physical map and just take the right. Oh dear, how do I? Just in this way then?
Route.
Yeah, okay.
Keep right, and then
Bozeman discovered. Bozeman, Montana. Turn off and get that refueling. It's going up a little bit slowly, isn't it? Do we see it here? Oh, probably not until we turn the engine back on, huh?
when possible, make a U-turn.
There we go. Yes, that was my intention. Just out behind this bus. I need to go left though, so
Turn
I cannot
left.
turn left on red. Oh, it's green. $133 miles to go. Sleep situation is looking
Keep
okay.
Turn right.
Oh. Yeah, that's my bad. I wasn't paying attention to the road ahead of me there. I don't know why, I wasn't saying anything. Everything's a little bit quiet right now, isn't it? It's 5:31 a.m. Okay. Oh, that's another thing. I think we determined that the seasons mods, they make it darker, don't they? Make it get darker earlier, make it stay dark later into the morning. Well, they seem to. I got that impression with the early autumn mod. So I think, you know, that's probably the case, isn't it? So now that we've moved on to a late autumn, early winter, it's probably going to stay dark even longer. I probably should just find a place to sleep, you know. Otherwise we're going to be getting there and it's going to still be dark at 7:46 a.m. And then we're going to be finding a place to sleep and it's going to stay dark once we wake up again. And we won't really get to see the late autumn. I'm also excited to be in Montana, the latest DLC. But we've left it so late getting into Montana that the next DLC, Texas, is coming out in a few days' time. Which, here's the thing, yeah, I don't know whether to cover that or not. If we start saying, okay, the truck sims are going to be a less frequent kind of thing, do we cover DLC releases? Is that something that we do? It doesn't really matter. The most popular series on my channel right now is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. That, I wasn't expecting it, but that has a small but loyal following who always seem to come back and get those videos into the hundreds of views, while the Truck Simulator content has been stagnating, and it now, I think, barely breaks a dozen. So yeah, from that perspective it makes sense to stop doing Truck Simulator content. I'm not going to entirely because I want to keep playing it myself. I think actually when the Montana DLC did come out, it saw a little bit of a spike, but obviously I was not driving around Montana. I didn't make any claims that I was driving around Montana either, so I think that was people looking. That was some sort of general interest around the latest DLC causing a spike in interest in truck simulators, possibly, and I just saw the tail end of that effect. God, do I want? Yes, I do.
Keep right, and then
Oh,
exit
well.
right.
Bloody hell, mate! What was that? Oh, I can't exit right, I don't think. Well, since I can't, I guess I do need to do this. Hey, you're pulling a Walmart truck as well. Because this is the exit, right?
Exit right.
You're saying exit, right? But that's blocked off, isn't it? Yeah. Damn.
Recompute.
Right. This is a long way to go around then. That's not too much. Yeah, we probably do need to find somewhere to sleep though. We're so close to needing rest. I think we can complete the journey without getting fined for not sleeping. Did that sign there say Mastodon? It didn't, did it? It wouldn't have.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Because that's the thing with Elon Musk's very sloppy takeover of Twitter. A lot of people have been migrating away.
And then turn left.
One of the platforms they've been going to is
Turn left.
called Mastodon. Probably didn't say Mastodon that time. It probably said, oh god, I'm not even looking. I'm not even indicating.
Keep left. And then
Yep.
turn left.
How are we for the road connections here? Seems good, seems clear. Perfect.
Keep left.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Mastodon, I did... So any social media service, or well, any app that gets popularity is something I always want to look at and check out. So I did check out Mastodon, and look into how it works. I didn't sign up for an account because I couldn't figure out where to do that.
Keep right.
The thing about Mastodon is
Exit right.
it's a really interesting service. Oh no.
Exit
Oh,
right.
for God's sake. We're definitely going to need to sleep, aren't we? So I can't exit right. All the routes north to Helena closed. What are we going to do? What's it going to tell me to do now?
Let's find
Yeah, that's no good either. That's no good either. Because that's just pushing me back down the road that already didn't work. We have to avoid this junction entirely. What I ought to have done is, well... Oh, you're broken down there as well. That's a couple of... There's a couple of independent road events there. Speaking of which, I still haven't installed the roadside events mod that I want to get installed. Oh god, 196, 198... That's added 100 miles. And we have to avoid this route entirely. We're seeing daytime approaching. Christ. So the way Mastodon works is it's not a single website like Twitter is. Twitter is one website. It may have many servers that operate in a cluster, just because they have such huge amounts of data to handle. But they all are essentially part of the same instance, right? Let's call it a world. The Twitter world is a single world, whereas with Mastodon is like an independently installable server that you can install yourself, I believe, somewhere you want to, and then you've got your own closed off Mastodon space, right? So you've got your own world. Then that instance can be federated with other instances, and they all get combined. So you can see the messages people have posted on other instances, but they're essentially all disconnected but federated in this sort of way. So it's a lot of independently... Is it worth going? No, it's not worth going up there. That's ridiculous. What is that? Is that like, so we just came down a little bit of a hill there, didn't we? Do they put those off ramps like that in case of failing brakes? So that if you had failing brakes, you would, instead of continuing on down the road, go up a ramp like that. So I've seen those around the place, but I've never really given much thought to what they actually are. dark in the cabin now, isn't it? Oh dear. Can I get around you, buddy? God, we're going so far back this way. Oh well, it's 150 miles to Helena. But we have to avoid where we've just come from. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, and I need a rest stop. Oh my god. This might be 2 videos. Just
Right. And then exit right.
yeah, we're back at the petrol station I used.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Fucking hell.
Turn left.
We're gonna drive back into this little town where the petrol station was. Actually, since we're in traffic anyway, let's just take a look at the map here. Is there a place to sleep? There is there. We have to go north. Are we at least still in Montana? We are, aren't we? Yes, we are. There's oh god. Look at that. So this route here, this is all like this is the junction where we have to take that left off, and we also can't take this road. They're both closed off. So this route up to Helena is it's entirely a no-go. We have to come in from the north in that case. Which probably means, well, yeah, once we got to Butte, or Boot, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. We didn't really have any options, did we? Because we turn around, we attempt to go back, but obviously that's closed off. We'd still have had to go up this way, all the way around here, to here even, and then across here, across the top of Montana. Whereas this way probably is shorter. We probably have taken, yeah, the turnaround and heading back up this way is probably the only thing we could have done, or the sensible thing to do. It's the shorter route ultimately. God, that's we need to find a place to rest, don't we? And that's gonna be here probably, because I don't see another rest stop for a while there. There's one. Yeah, okay. I need to, in that case, switch lanes because I'm going here. I'm going here, and then I need to add an avoid location. So yeah, we're avoiding here. Add new avoid location here. That hasn't. There we go. Let's add that as an avoid location. Yes, fantastic. That's our new route. Oh my god.
Okay.
Pain in the ass.
Keep right. And then
Yeah.
turn right.
334 miles. We've done nothing.
Turn right.
Basically made no progress.
Go straight on.
You wait there, mate. Yeah. That's the thing, that it can be so unpredictable, this game. And what? 100 miles becomes 400, 500? Yeah, basically becomes 500. Just like that. No, sorry, 100 miles becomes 400. That's what's happened here. Now we wait in traffic outside Bozeman. We're going to end here. I know I said I wanted to get this all done in one video, but I have to do it in two. I want to. I do want to move on and do other content for the
Go straight on.
channel. But what I will have to do is record another episode of this, and I
And then turn right.
don't know when that is coming.
Turn right.
Ooh, I'm going a little bit faster on there, I think. It's not even a short distance to this rest stop, is it?
Go straight on.
Oh, speeding. Yeah, not speeding. Yeah. Ooh. Keep your kids reading. At least we're seeing some of the sights. Does it look a little frostier? Does it look a little bit more wintry? The trees are definitely looking a little bit barer, aren't they? Late autumn, early winter. It's really starting to look like it. There's a way station in 1 mile, but hopefully we avoid that. That is a lovely house.
Go straight on.
All trucks, something.
Right. And then turn right.
Oh, for God's sake. Is that where I'm going anyway? It's not. What do I have to do then? I'm not going that way. That was never the plan. What's the law here? Do I have to go over to it now? I'm annoyed. I don't know what to do.
Turn right.
I'm just going to the rest stop, okay?
Keep left.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get into there.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Uh-huh.
Make a U-turn.
Yeah. After you. Okay, so the rest stop is in this kind of an area. Lots going on out there. A lot of commotion. I can pull in next to one of these guys, can't I? Probably do it here.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Almost there. Ooh, I like that sound. That little driving on gravel sound. That's beautiful. I don't know where that's coming from. Whether that's from the sound fixes pack or whether that's in the base game or not. But that was just a nice touch. Anyway, we are gonna get some sleep, and we're gonna call it an episode there. I still need to hit that way station apparently. What? No. Surely not. It wasn't even an urgent delivery. It was a normal one, a normal delivery, right? You want me there by Wednesday 7:42 a.m. and Wednesday 2:22 p.m. Game. Oh, for God's sake. Right, we're late then. But what else was I supposed to do? We discussed this. There was no other way around that. We yeah, the route that we have to take to get there is impossible, and I genuinely think doing the turnaround that we did and coming this way around is shorter, but obviously we weren't going to be able to do that without sleeping, so we had to get that done as well. That's a shame. That's gonna hit us with a penalty, but we'll still get paid for this job. Not the full 12,000, disappointingly. But yes. Anyway. For the moment, we're going to leave it here. We'll finish this journey in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. This has been American Truck Simulator, and I've been Tom. Ta-ra.